Hi everyone, I'm Vishwas from CEEW. I'm here at Mumbai Climate Week and quite excited to be here for the day one of Mumbai Climate Week actually. This is the Climate Week happening in India for the first time, which sets the tone of how India's leadership in the domain of climate change adaptation and mitigation can be seen and can be shown also across the world. In terms of CEEW's work and CEEW's research, we have been working on the topic of climate resilience since many years, and we have been able to bring out new insights from climatic data sets, such as what kind of changes India's monsoons patterns have seen, what kind of risk to extreme heat exists at the district level for all the districts in India. And we are happy to be a part of Mumbai Climate Week to organize multiple sessions across multiple thematic topics. My expectation from Mumbai Climate Week is to see how do we exchange the knowledge from various peer organizations and to share it with the decision makers for strengthening the decision making across multiple thematic topics that get impacted by climate change impacts, and also really to see how India can position itself as a leader of the global south in terms of adapting and mitigating the climate change impacts. Yeah, I think that's a very important question. We must understand that there is still a bit of lack of awareness when it comes to the impacts, understanding the impacts of extreme heat. We understand that the number of very hot days are increasing in India. However, it is also important to understand that CEEW's research shows that the number of warm nights are actually increasing at a faster rate compared to the number of very hot days. Now, it is going to have impact on human health. It is already having impacts on the productivity of humans, and it is going to have severe impacts on the economy of the state as well as the nation. Now we must understand that how do we plan for climate change adaptation at the state level, at the city level, as well as at the business level is going to decide how do we reduce the impacts of climate change on our economy, and especially the businesses which involve human resource intensive activities like say manufacturing industries, construction industries, etc. They must plan for climate change adaptation in order to deal with impacts of extreme heat. There is a serious demand and need for planning of these kind of solutions to take care of the people who are involved in these kind of operations, and also to see that really the industry does not suffer through this silent killer kind of issue. See, I think if we look at the adaptation statistics, and especially when it comes to return on investment, we must understand that there are several studies that tell that $1 invested in adaptation is going to save nearly $13 to $15 in terms of the impacts or averted losses, which already makes a case for investment in adaptation, and especially for the industry to understand that adaptation is the key to deal with the impacts of climate change. They must plan for it. I don't think that the industry needs to wait until it comes as a compliance kind of guidance, whereas I feel that they can always be a fast mover or first mover by taking up some of these guidelines and start planning for adaptation and resilience specific actions at asset level, at group level, as well as overall industry level.